Hello guys, Mount Vernon Kid here coming to you again. How's everybody doing out there? Today's Saturday. Time for some fights. And as you see, this fight comes from Super Deadpool 4321. And he pits the likes of the Silver Samurai from Marvel Comics versus Katana from DC Comics. Yeah, so we got a great sword fight here. Still gearing up for the gender war section that's coming up next, and let's kick it off with Silver Samurai. I'm assuming, I assume that Super D was talking about the original Silver Samurai, not his son, Kenzusho Harada. So I went with the original. Even though he died, but I went with the original. Believe it or not, guys, the Silver Samurai first appeared in Daredevil, actually. But Silver Samurai is the illegitimate son of Shingen Harada, a Japanese crime lord, pretty much. He was also the brother of Mariko. And pretty much, and he pretty much, is, he was the head of the Yakuza for a while. Silver Samurai is a mutant. The first Silver Samurai was a mutant. Very, his abilities he was able to generate a field of, like some type of Kaneki, I'm pronouncing it wrong, but energy around his sword, and allowed him to cut through pretty much any material on Earth except for adamantium. He was also able to charge any object and use weapons, but he preferred, his katana. Silver Samurai was a master hand-to-hand combat, even though you sometimes didn't see him use it, but he was deadly with his swords, and he was, of course, one of Wolverine's, adversaries all the time. I've seen these two go at it all the time, and most of the time it was crazy. So we move on to his combatant, and we're talking about Katana. Now, as of right now, as DC-52, as Katana now, she's another superb samurai swordswoman. Her sword, the Soul Taker, is a mystic sword that contains the soul of everybody she kills. And at some point she's able to communicate with that sword. And she believes her husband is inside that sword as well. It's been that way almost since before the 52. She had a tragic beginning, but Tatsu was, she was pretty much lost, very much lost, full of rage and anger, until, pretty much she met, people like the Outsiders, when she was part of the Outsiders, and other people in her life that helped her channel her anger other places. Now, she has no superpowers. She's just all skill, baby. Just all skill and all graded, way of the samurai skill that she's learned. She knows she's great with hand-to-hand combat. I think people think that she's nothing without her sword, but she's really good without it. She can fight without it. She was a part of the Birds of Prey. Now she is a part of the Justice League of America. And of course, she also runs around solo in San Francisco. And not too long ago, her sword, the Soul Taker, was broke, and the souls of that was inside the sword broke out. And one of them, I'm not even going to spoil what it was, but yeah, she's great too. So in terms of a battle between these two individuals, this is a great sword fight. Very much a very good fight that pretty much gets us our mouths. I hope to get you guys anticipating for the gender war section in section 17. But Ken and Tatsu going at it. This is a fight that is going to push these two to the limit. I think Ken can be a little bit, Silver Samurai can be a little bit arrogant though. He can be a little bit arrogant, and I hate arrogance because arrogance can get you in trouble. Katana doesn't boast or brag or nothing. She lets her skill do the talking for her. And I can see definitely her taking it to Ken. Now here's my diagnosis on this fight as well, is that Ken is going to get desperate to the point where he'll use his mutant power to either break the Soul Taker or, just overall to get it over with. Somebody's seriously going to get hurt here. Somebody's going to die here, pretty much. It's a battle of wits as well as swordsmanship. And whoever has the best swordsmanship wins. Whoever makes the first mistake wins. But I'll leave it open to you guys. Silver Samurai or Katana. And I hope you guys enjoyed this fight. Show some love and respect to Super Deadpool 4321. He's another loyal viewer and friend. I hope I can call him friend of my fights. He always puts a lot of input into his fights, and he always gives me much love and respect, as much as I try to give him much love and respect. But as always, guys, these are requests from people who requested fights. This is no fights in this section are mine. Everything is requested, and just show some love to Super D. And I'll be back with the next fight. So until then, you guys take care.